What's going on, guys? Christian here, Heart and Hustle, empowering you guys to live a kick-ass life. And into this week's video, I just wanted to apologize because I haven't uploaded for like 4 months. This whole corona thing has got me going crazy. For all of us that are dealing with the coronavirus, COVID-19, keep your head up, keep pushing, keep writing, keep dreaming, keep scheming, keep making moves to get to the top, because this is just something else that's going to try to hold us back, but it's not. We keep pushing forward. Now, right now, I just left the Huntington Beach cruise, and lots of beautiful cars, so I just wanted to show you the cars that were out there, and I'm going to kind of do a voiceover, put the video out there so you guys can see the beautiful cars, you know, all the work that the people put into making their car as beautiful as it did, and also give you a few tips, because one young lady, of all the people that were there, one girl made an interesting observation. She says, I guess this is one way to spend a Sunday, different strokes for different folks. So I wanted to jump into that particular comment, but yeah, check out the rides, man, check it out. And low-key it is. That's one of the beautiful things, and one of the reasons that I hope you're joining this channel is because it is different strokes for different folks. I mean, for us, and for what we do, and for the tribes that we hang out with, look at these amazing, gorgeous, beautiful cars. What a great way to spend a Sunday. But one thing that I was taught very early on was, hey man, not everyone likes gold. You know what I mean? So I guess this ties into sitting down and developing who you are. Sitting down and developing your recipe. Sitting down and thinking about what is it that you want to be known for 50 years after you're gone. What legacy do you want to build? What do you want to leave behind? And what type of life do you want people to say that you had? I mean, personally, I'm not holding back. I'm going 110%. Now, that doesn't mean all the time. I have figured out that stopping to rest is also part of the equation. And so I don't beat myself up anymore as I slow down and stop, maybe sometimes for a day or 2 or 3. But you have to recharge the batteries. But with that recharging the batteries goes back to, what are you building when the batteries are going? And that's really why I shoot these videos. It's not for me to tell you what it is to do, but it is for me to challenge you to ask yourself that question. For you to discover, okay, what is it that I want to be known for? What do I want to be creating? What do I want to be doing? What do I want to produce? What's missing that I want to see, that I can will into existence? Because it matters. Even the word matter is a deep, deep word. It matters. You matter. You create matter. Everything is made of matter. So that word applies on so many different levels. And not that you're gonna find the answer here, but I do want you to at least start wondering, start asking, how do I matter? What matters? What matters to others? What result can I produce that matters to the world? And it's, yeah, man, ask better questions, get better answers. How can I make $1? You'll get the answer. How can I make $50? You'll get the answer. How can I make $10,000? You'll get the answer. How can I make $100 million? You'll get the answer. So it just depends, what answers are you aiming at? Where on the dartboard are you throwing your darts? And again, these are to encourage that little flame of truth within yourself, because no one can answer this truly to you but yourself. Yes, they're generic answers. Yes, there's kind of like the generic, in quotation, success, but that's where I want to prevent you to end up, is chasing after this generic, the house, the kids, the wife, the big bag of money, and then I'll be happy. Because that's not true. I got it. Not married, not kids, but I got the bad, I got, like these girls say nowadays, I got the bad bitch. I got the bag of money, but I still wasn't happy. Because I was making a lot of money doing what others perceive to be success. Once I attained it and I wasted 10, 15 years of my life chasing the vision of other people's success, mostly my parents, my family, my uncles, what they expected to be success. But we grew up in a different time. So you have to reanalyze what it is you're doing today. And every 15 minutes say, okay, dope, I'm doing it, I'm getting it in, I'm being responsible, I'm being effective, I'm being efficient. But let me reanalyze just to make sure that I'm on the correct track, because life continues to evolve. Life is not the same thing over and over and over again. It is actually the definition of insanity, is to do the same thing over and over and over again and expect different results. That was Einstein's definition of insanity. So this is the challenge. This is the reason I put these videos out, is to, what do you want now, considering everything that you've done and considering everything that's going on now. I mean, hell, 2020 was a year that no one expected. So you really have to think, what is the goal? And one distinction, one differentiating factor, one thing that I have found out that makes a ton of difference is 2020 is not what we expected. We're not served the reality that we were prepared for, because times have changed. So let me refresh. The goal is not to be rich. The goal is to be financially free. I'm going to repeat that one more time because it bears repeating. And this will probably ring a bell for you like it did for me 6 months down the road, a year down the road. The goal is not a big bag of money. The goal is to be financially free and do things that light your soul on fire. Do things that get you going. Do things that in your deep within who you are, you want to be a part of that community, and you know that that's one way that you can go out and change the world. And I encourage you, I hope that you do, because let me tell you, the life that I'm living now was not the life that I was supposed to live. I figured when I was 16, 17, 18, 19, man, if I can get a decent paying job and a nice car and, 2 weeks off, 3 weeks off a year, paid vacation to Hawaii or Cancun, and maybe I'll get to draw or build cool stuff on after work or on the weekends. That was the goal. That was as big as I can dream. But now, because I was stubborn with my art and I said yes to the opportunities that came my way, I'm living a life past my dreams. So even now myself, I have to sit back and reanalyze, fuck, this was not part of the plan, but how much more impact can I have as I'm moving forward through the things that I'm doing now? Because sometimes I still want to go back to who I was. But man, I never thought that I would have an office in Newport Beach. I never thought that I would have clients that want me to tattoo them. I never had thought that I can have clients that want me to build them custom furniture. I never thought that I would have clients that want me to rebuild their classic cars. But it's because I've said yes to these opportunities that now I get to live a life where I'm like, man, it's leaps above and beyond anything that I can dream of. And man, when it comes to this car stuff, I really got to give a shout out to Customs by Lopez. Ricardo, I really appreciate everything that you've ever done. I appreciate the wise words that you've ever given me. I appreciate the opportunities and you helping me along my path of building my car, which is, I don't know if you've seen it, but the 1964 and a half first generation Ford Mustang dressed up as Eleanor with a beautiful paint job. But shout out again to Customs by Lopez for being a part of this. And I also love the fact that he's hit me back with the fact that I've shared a few words with him that made him think about what the future may hold for each and every one of us. And so I don't want to take up too much of everyone's time. I'm so grateful that we're all on this journey. And again, all these videos I put out in hopes and wondering what it is I'm going to inspire within you. I hope I touch your heart to ignite it to go just 10% farther every day in the directions of your wildest dreams, man. I really appreciate your time. And thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate you coming in, hanging out with me, spending some time, and hopefully some of the words that I've shared with you. And I want you to go a little bit deeper. Don't just look at them as an overstatement, but really think about how this impacts not just today, not just tomorrow, not just this week, but the rest of your life, and what you plan on building and the legacy you want to leave behind. So as always, I appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Share this with other like-minded hustlers as we're out here changing the world. And I'll see all of you guys at the very, very top.